we are going to be taking apart and cleaning and refurbishing this small 36-inch white Hunter original fan. This was one of my finds from the group trip, but it doesn't seem too bad, but although it is a little loaded with dust and there's some old crappy oil in here, so the oil cup is empty right now, so it's fine if I sit it like that. I have not tested it. I was gonna test it until I saw in here there are some bare wires here. See, like right here, there's some more bare wires in here, so I didn't bother plugging it in for safety reasons. Do not mind all the crap on my table. I have like a million fans I'm working on right now. But as far as getting to a starting point here, I'll show you this. This is its light kit. This is a genuine Hunter light. You can see the tag in there. Hunter Division. Robinson Myers Incorporated and all that. So this does go to this. I have the globe for it upstairs. I'll bring that down in a bit. But I have not looked at this thing at all yet. So everything I'm doing here is new to me. Or not new to me, but new for this fan. We'll start taking it apart now. Get these screws out of here. This down rod mount here seems to be very loose. We'll go ahead and take that off. I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to remove here. All I'm trying to do is remove this claw mount. What I meant by loose, I didn't mean loose. It's only like, it's not threaded all the way on there, if you can see that. And the whole down rod's coming off, which is fine, because I was going to take that off anyway. We're also going to have to put new wires on this thing. There's a light wire. I'll just completely pull the neutral wire through. It just runs through the shaft here. And now you can see that there's no longer a white wire coming through there. I'll pull this one all the way through as well. And this one, where does this one connect to? Up there. So this is our high-speed wire for the chain, and it looks like it's not connected at all. This is a 2-speed, it looks like. I believe blue was a high speed, I think. Take that off. So just as easy as that was, that took our lead wires out. That's how easy these are to rewire. We'll disconnect our red wires too while we're at it. Like I said, I have no idea if this thing works. It should, I imagine it should. We'll cut all our wires, because we're going to put fresh strippings on them. I'll leave these two as they are. Actually, I'll cut them on second thought. We're going to restrip everything when we put everything back together. I'm now going to take off our bottom plate. Just remove these 3 screws around here. Look how dirty that is. That's a mess. We are also free to remove our pull chain switch at this point, so I'll go ahead and do that. And that's that right there. And these are our 3 wires that come from the motor windings right here. And at this point, we're also free to remove our switch housing by turning it to the right. It's reverse threaded, so we don't turn it to the left, we turn it to the right to remove it. Carefully remove that. And look how dirty that is inside of there. Look at that. Aiming the light in there here. That's nasty. We do not want this sludge and crap circulating through the fan. This also might be a earlier model, Hunter. I think this is a late 70s model because the switch housing on this one is plastic. And the bearing nut is already really loose. It should not be that loose. I can literally just remove it with my hand, but we gotta remove it anyway. And to remove this, we also turn this to the right. And the whole bearing assembly just comes right out at that point. Just keep everything stacked up. And that's our bearing assembly. And I guess we can just pull the rotor out from here. There's the rotor. Just carefully pull that out. That's gonna need a good cleaning. And then we're pretty much just left with this. I'm not gonna dig into this anymore. I'm gonna clean this motor up, but that's about it. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna clean all this. Just go at it with some paper towels and WD-40 and whatnot. Also got this brush I can use to clean it. Don't mind my stupid WD-40 thing right here. The can had a leak in it from the top and ran out of compressed air. But there's still a lot of WD-40 in here and I don't want to throw it away, so I just drilled a hole in the bottom to be able to use it. I hate throwing things away. Kind of mix that around in there and just kind of scrub it with this brush. Get all that sludge out of there. Look at all that, it's brown. Let's clean it a little bit more here. That is nasty. Look at that. You wouldn't want that circulating through the fan, so let me go dump this. It's already much cleaner, but we're not done yet. WD-40 is a very good cleaning chemical, and it cuts through grease like it's nothing. And I will be back when I am finished cleaning this. Alright, I just got back and cleaned it. It's not 100%, but that stuff in there was just so stuck on there. There's only really so much I could do. I'll just kind of let it sit and dry. I just kind of went at it with WD-40, dish soap, and water. It's much cleaner now. I also cleaned the inside of there. I have not really cleaned the outside of here yet. I'll go ahead and do that right now. It also wouldn't hurt to take some Clorox wipes to get the WD-40 off of the outside of the switch housing. I hate these packages of wipes. But you don't want to leave the WD-40 on here because it makes it all greasy and all. This will get it off real well. Then you'll just dry it with a paper towel. We gotta clean the bottom of this faceplate now. This is the outside of it that's visible, which also needs to be cleaned, but I'll get the inside first. Looks like a lot of the stuff is already quite loose. See that? I'm just kinda, this takes it off pretty much. Well, that's to start that. Then we'll just get some WD-40 on a paper towel to do the rest of it, to cut through the rest of the grease. Alright, so I'll be back when I'm finished cleaning that. It's going to take some scrubbing. I just cleaned it. I got both sides. It is a bit scratched, unfortunately. But, it's much cleaner now. Also cleaned this a bit more. And now we'll go ahead and attack this. That has since been cleaned. I cleaned both sides of it. I don't really think I need to clean this light kit at all, although I'll do that anyway. Now I'm going to clean all this. It also wouldn't hurt to clean those little grooves right in there. So I could literally just take a brush and just clean them out. I can also take some of this compressed air to blow some of the dust out. now that the cleaning portion is pretty much all done, we can pretty much go ahead and put this back together now. So here's our rotor. Just make sure this is good to go. Here's the rotor, and we'll just stick that in. Alright, and now we can grab our bearing assembly. This is the bearing assembly right here. And then here's our bearing nut. And to put it on, we tighten it by turning it to the left. And my wrench doesn't fit. Alright, that's all the way tight. Bearings rotate good. I'll put the switch housing on first, actually. So after you have your switch housing, just put the wires to the top hole. You just kind of have to work them in there. And we rotate it to the left to tighten it. All right, I'll go ahead and put the faceplate back on. take our pull chain switch. I always like to shoot some WD-40 in here to keep it going good. Just one little spray of it and that's it. And we'll thread this in. And we'll put our cap on here. And let's strip all our wires now. All our wires have been stripped. Now, you're basically going to color code this for the most part. So this white wire here gets 2 more white wires hooked up to it, one from the light kit and the other is just a jumper that goes through the shaft. The black wire, same thing, other wire for the light, and the wire that goes through the shaft, and then everything else just gets color coded. So the red goes to red, the blue goes to blue, and all that type of stuff. So I actually made a mistake earlier and said that the light wire comes off of here. It actually does not. And because I don't have any other wire with the white stripe, I'm just going to use a blue wire, which doesn't hurt anything. So we'll run all these out. I already put these red and blue ones together, but we'll run these through before we do anything else. Probably run them in through the top. Alright, well these wires don't want to go through right now, so I'll probably just have to mess with them, but I'll be back when I get those wires through. Alright, just pulled the wires through. They're through the top now. I had to put them in through the switch housing. And we'll basically just pull them to an applicable length. So that should be good right there. And then we'll just strip all these. So basically this white wire goes to this white wire. I'm also going to add a light kit jumper. And then the blue just goes to the light. And then these 2 blacks go together and that'll be that. We're also going to fix this. The chain here for the light has no anything there. So here's how we do that. We just take this little thing right here. Just thread this nut on. Like that. And then we put it in through here. Then we thread the chain back through the hole. And then you just make it the proper size. And then you thread a pull chain nut on there. And that's it. all that takes. Just trying to adjust this. Alright, this is cleaned. I think I'm going to go over this one more time with a Clorox wipe. Just because my hands were all greasy and everything. A wool wire on this light. Use one of these. Alright, I'll be back when I'm done that. Alright, I am done taking apart and cleaning this Hunter Original. I just plugged it in and everything works good. Got new wires. Spins good. I'm gonna load it with oil when it's on the ceiling. I'm actually not gonna clean the blades in this video or the globe because I'm just doing the motor in this video. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier or not. But these are the blades to it right here. So these are the blades. I gotta take them and clean them, but I'll do that separately. But I hope you enjoyed my video on taking apart and cleaning and just basically refurbishing this Hunter Original. And there will be a separate video of this fan on the ceiling soon to come.